Not to toot my own horn, but I think I cracked the code on Notion.
Whether I'm in the archive adding notes to my dissertation planner, I'm on the go, or I'm at home developing systems to become more organized and efficient, Notion has been a constant and reliable source. However, after several years of use, I am just now beginning to unlock its potential as a productivity tool, and here's how.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaelyn. I am an incoming fourth-year PhD candidate in History and African American Studies at Yale, and I make lifestyle content all about my life as a graduate student, content creator, living in London, and today we're talking about my favorite application in the entire world, the thing that I rely on and that I've been using for the last several years in order to keep myself organized, and that is Notion. If you watch my videos for any period of time, or if you followed me on TikTok, then you know for a fact that Notion is the go-to app for everything in my life. I've made so many different videos about Notion, and today we're gonna talk about how it is that I have used Notion to crack the code on productivity. I have purchased hundreds of dollars worth of Notion templates to the point that it's almost embarrassing because I wanted to figure out how to unlock the absolute best features that Notion has to offer and figure out how to gamify it in such a way that it would make me more productive. And what better sponsor for a video on Notion than Notion itself? I've been using Notion for so many years, and while I could go on an absolute rant, produce an ode to Notion, so to speak, I am instead going to show you how it is that I gamified my Notion dashboard so that way I can be more productive. Let's jump into it. You can tell how much I love Notion just by the fact that in the top right corner, you can see that I was editing it 4 hours ago. I am constantly making tweaks to it, and that is what I love about Notion. It is so customizable. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the dashboard. So when you first open up the dashboard, I've got my banner. I believe it's the same one that I have on my YouTube channel. I love that I can customize this, and I'll show you some of the other pages and how I've customized them as well. But I use my life dashboard as a way to see everything that I need from day to day. I have Notion up and open on my computer at all times, so that way I can continuously check in on my goals as well as my habit trackers, so that way I remember the things that I actually wanted to get accomplished, because although I am a bit of a perfectionist and a productivity junkie, I too forget the things that I wanted to accomplish by the middle of the week. So here we've got on the left side the number of days left in the year. We've got my word of the year. And then if you scroll down, I've got my big picture goals. So these are things that aren't necessarily going to get completed in 2023, but they are things that I would like to work towards. I have my goals for 2023, as you can see here, and the ones that have a check mark have already happened, have already been accomplished. Over to the left, I have all of my dashboards. I have my 2023 annual dashboard, my financial planner, my master to-do list, my bucket list. This is mostly for travel, my PhD dashboard, as well as my personal brand dashboard. I'm just gonna quickly show you the different dashboards just so you can see what they are, because they are what it's included in my Life by Design Notion template. The annual dashboard here has my vision board for the month of July. And as we scroll down, we have my 5-year vision, my 2022 reflection, my 2023 year goals. And then I also have my quarterly breakdown for all 4 quarters of the year. And then I also have my monthly dashboard. If I go into July, you can see that there's a reflection from the previous month, quote of the month. These are my goals for the month. And then if you scroll down, I also have it broken down by the weekly dashboard. So each month accounts for 4 weeks out of the quarter, and this is week 1. And you can see it has an individual habit tracker, my morning routine, evening routine, as well as goals for the individual week. If we scroll down, we also have my financial tracker, but nobody gets to access that but me. And then we're gonna go back to the main dashboard. As we scroll down, we have my monthly goals. So this is what you saw on that previous dashboard in the 2023 plan. And this just includes all of the different goals that I have. So for example, in my goals, I have that I want to visit the gym 12 times in the month of July, and that's ideally broken down to about 3 to 4 workouts per week. And I also incorporate that into my weekly plan as well as my habits. As you can see here, I have the monthly goals that I go and sit down at the end of the month in order to write down. I do a reflection, but I also go ahead and break up my goals based on these various categories. So I have personal goals, financial goals, goals for my personal brand, my academic goals, goals for the business, as well as my bucket list. Now, as we scroll down, we have the week. And this is also incorporating the goals that I had for the month, but trying to break it down into weekly bite-sized chunks. So for example, one of my goals for the month of July was get down to under an hour of daily scrolling on socials. And so the goal for the week is to get it under 2 hours, and then I'm going to incrementally bring it back down. Academic, I said that my goal for the month was to apply for this one fellowship, and it is in my goals for the week. For my personal brand, I said that I wanted to complete 2 YouTube videos. My goal for the month is to complete 6. So, you know, we're making some good progress. I've already finished the 2, so I can actually check that off now. As we scroll down, I have 2 different habit trackers. That might sound a little nuts, but I have my general habit tracker in order to improve my habits over time, and you're gonna see that in a minute, but I also break up my habits by week. This obviously looks like a lot. And this week in particular, I had a couple different things that I wanted to focus on really jump starting and getting into a habit with. And that is, for example, waking up at 7 a.m., journal reflection, daily movement. I went to work out on Monday and Tuesday. I have not moved my body yet today, so that's something I'm going to need to do. Practice Chinese for at least 15 minutes. I haven't done that yet today. Drink 2 glasses of water. I have done that today, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off. And I also have hit inbox 0. And I posted on Instagram and TikTok, so I'm gonna go ahead and cross that out as well. And less than $20 spend. I've been at home and I haven't spent any money, and I don't expect to for the rest of today. So I'm gonna call that a win. This one, the jury is still out, we will see. And what I can do is calculate the percentage of those that I have checked. So as you can see, I hit 90% on Monday, 80% on Tuesday. I'm at 60% today, which means that I still have work to do in order to get the rest of these done. The reason I have my dashboard open at all times is because when I see this, it immediately gets something going in my brain that immediately thinks, I need to do that. Your brain might not be wired this way, but my brain absolutely loves getting to smash that little check mark and getting to see the overall percentage go up. So the way that I've gamified it is that I love statistics. I love data. I love getting to see my little percentage mark going up throughout the week when I've hit different check marks on my habit tracker. So as you can see here, that my average at the moment is 32.2% for the entire week. And my goal, as you can see at the top left, is hit 60% on the habit tracker. You see where I'm going with this. I have a goal and we are just slowly, incrementally working towards it. It somehow just lights up my brain like the 4th of July. And I absolutely love having this data to play with and visualize, but I'm gonna show you some more ways that I've gamified it. We're gonna scroll down. Here I have my playlist, so this is just my music that I listen to when I'm working in the morning. I also have my daily dashboard, and so first I have my plan as to which order of attack I am going to pursue. Then we have my non-negotiables. These are things that have to get done today. And then we have my general to-do list. As we go down, we have my master to-do list. And my master to-do list is everything that is in my brain and needs to be put somewhere so that way I'm aware of all the things that need to get done. I personally love this little dashboard because what I have done is separate all the things that need to get done into these different categories. So personal, academic, personal brand, my coaching clients, accepted, and then I have in progress and done. So, for example, I can now say that this video is complete and it can go in the done pile. And at the end of the week, I go ahead and put everything that's in the done pile into the cleared pile. So that way it just goes away. I have it filtered in such a way that I don't see the cleared, and I also just unchecked the not started. So when we go to the dashboard, if I were to move something into the cleared section, it would become not visible on this particular view. And this is one of the best features, in my opinion, about Notion, is that you can add all these wonderful filters in order to see what it is that you want to be seeing. You can also, for example, break it up by day or by week. You can also, for example, set due dates and have it so that way you can see the weekly view, so you can see what needs to get done. But I personally really love this particular board view. But they also have so many other options. So you can, for example, do the board view, or you can do this as a table, but you can also look at it as a calendar based on the due dates. But I personally just love the board view. Okay, now as we scroll down, this is my favorite part of my Notion dashboard, and this is my long-term habit tracker. So here we have my habit tracker, which has all of the different things that need to be done during the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and check off the things that I've gotten done today, which is I hit inbox 0, I posted on Instagram, I drank 2 glasses of water, and I better be in bed by 10 p.m. And I also need to go to the gym because I'm looking at this and it's irritating me. It's bothering me significantly that I can't check this off. And that's how I know it works for me, because my brain is now thinking, we gotta go to the gym today. My little reward system just really wants the validation of seeing this bar hit 100%. And here we have the graph that connects the long-term habit tracker to the graph. You see where I'm going with this. Then when we hit reload, it goes ahead and adjusts it. As you can see, I was doing a really bad job last week with my habit tracker. I was really good the week before. Last week was a bit of a doozy. But look at how we're doing this week. Smashing it out of the park. And I love being able to see my progress. I love being able to visualize my habits, visualize the progress that I'm making. I absolutely love this. And then at the bottom here is all about my systems. How many times have you just thought to yourself, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I know that there's so many things I need to be checking off of my just general to-do list or my general task list. And you just, it's taking up so much brain space. You're not entirely sure where you're supposed to go with it. I'm telling you, the perfect week is your solution. I basically have written out what I need to do every day and also what I need to do at the end of every month. So for example, I have my monthly column. And so every single month I do a full day where I do my reflection, I do my bookkeeping, I do my estimated taxes, set some goals for the month. I also am going to be doing a committee update for my PhD. I'm going to be sending an email at the end of every month with any drafts, any updates that I want them to be aware of. And then one other thing that I've been trying to do at the end of the month is plan something special for me and my partner to do together. Now we get to my perfect weekly schedule. And this starts with the task sheet. So this includes anything that is recurring, things that you know you have to do on a Monday. For example, drop off the dry cleaning, or if that's laundry day, or if that's grocery pickup day, whatever it is. But having my little task bullet points lets me know everything that I need to ensure is done on Monday. So this includes the Digital Brand Accelerator newsletter. I need to make sure that the next lesson for the Digital Brand Accelerator is uploaded and ready for my students. And then the third is to send out a weekly newsletter for Accepted. This is something we're doing that is new and something that I check in with. And then below that, we have my perfect ideal schedule. As a human being, we have fundamental needs, which include drinking water, sleeping, eating well, getting movement, etc. This ensures that I am prioritizing my routines and trying to set up better habits for day-to-day life. So, for example, as you can see, it might look a little boring, but almost every single day has basically the same morning schedule. It is that way for a reason. It is so that way I, on default mode, have my morning routine, which includes getting up, feeding Moo, taking her for a walk, journaling, and going to a little workout class. As you can see, Tuesdays and Thursdays are dedicated to my dissertation. Wednesdays are dedicated to my business. And then on Fridays, I call them a flex day. So a Friday is a working day, but depending on what the priority is, it is likely going to be focused on the dissertation But for example, if I have a big project that needs to go out for the businesses, it can also be done on Fridays. Saturdays, I take off. This is the reason it's clear. I have no tasks, and this is a day for me and my partner or me and my friends to hang out. And it's really important to me to have that scheduled and to set boundaries around that. It's something I have not prioritized in the past, but since moving to London, it is something I prioritize now, and having a visual representation of that schedule around makes it so that way I am constantly thinking about and I'm aware of this progressive schedule throughout the week. So that way I know, for example, that Saturdays I'm not going to schedule any calls and I'm not going to be doing anything accepted or school related. Sunday, I have the mornings free. So the mornings I really like going and exploring London or spending time with my partner. I try to not get straight to work on Sundays. So I will sleep in a little bit, I'll take Move for a walk, and then the evenings will be dedicated to meetings and getting ready for the week. This is my perfect week. This is if everything goes well, but because I have control over my schedule and I have various jobs, but I'm the one who gets to control when I'm working on any given thing, I have this schedule so that way I make sure that I'm blocking out enough time for everything that needs to get done. Notion AI also has the ability to actually write out a schedule for you. And I think that that's great. You can also ask it to, for example, draft a schedule which makes time to work on my dissertation and content creation. Notion AI just wrote me an entire schedule on how it is that I can make time for content creation and my dissertation. Obviously, I would take this and adjust it based on my own personal commitments and things that I would want to work on. But this is another cool feature that Notion has available that you can play around with. I personally use it for helping me write Instagram captions. If you want a video on how it is that I use Notion AI for personal branding or how it is that I use it as a student, then please let me know, because I just absolutely love all the features of Notion and want to make the most of them. So as you can see, there are so many different features that Notion has to offer, and there are so many new plugins and ways that you can adapt your dashboard in order to meet your needs. And you can also create new pages, and you can use all of my other Notion videos in order to see what systems might work for you. And I also offer the Life by Design Notion template on my website. And if you want access to the Notion dashboard template that I use for today's video, then go ahead over to my website and use the discount code in the description to get a hefty discount on the template. I hope that you enjoy it, and thank you so much to Notion for sponsoring today's video. If you want to check out Notion for yourself and see how it is that you can use it to gamify your own productivity and improve your day-to-day life and overall organization, then go ahead and check out all of the links down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you again to Notion for sponsoring this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.